Welcome to the Barcelo Maya Grand Resorts, and in this video I am going to be showing you some of the buffets that we visited during our stay down in Cancun, and it was all inclusive, so we could visit all the buffets and we could eat for free. And I did just short walkthroughs through most of them. It was very busy, but I do hope that you enjoy this. So now I'm just going to be showing you some of the plates that we had through the whole week that we were there. It starts out with a few breakfasts and then it goes into some lunches. Not all of them are mine. Mine didn't always look so pretty, but my family members allowed me to take photos of some of theirs. And that yogurt was actually very good. But you're going to see that they have a multitude of different foods that you can choose from. And it just was so good. Oh, and they had a seafood night at one of them too. And I believe that was at the Maya Beach buffet the one evening. Oh, and the desserts. You're just going to go gaw over the desserts. So here we are. We're giving a little bit of a walk around. It's multiple days kind of merged together. So I do apologize. It wasn't just all one day. But then you get kind of see different days. Oh, and they do omelets to order. And they had 3 stations going for omelets to order because right now it's not a very big line, but those lines were long. I never got an omelet. My husband and a couple of my other family members did. And here at the Hacienda, they give you a variety of some cold cereals, especially if you've got young children with you. You have fresh fruits to choose from pretty much all day long. And then you have what I call the donut wall, and they look so good. However, my honest opinion, they weren't as good as they looked. So you pick and choose that battle. They always had fresh breads, a multitude of different kinds of breads. They also had a gluten-free area as well. I never visited that because I'm not gluten-free, but I think my daughter did. And they offer you, like I said, fruits. There was fresh fruits, and then there's also fruits that they had peeled and got ready for you. Here they've got smoothies and fresh juices to pick from, and different assortments of milks if you do have a milk issue. Here's some sweetbreads here that you can choose from. You know, you kind of cut your own. You be respectful when you're cutting. Then they also had some hot chocolate throughout the days. I never had any. My husband did try the Mexican coffee, which is something just like that right there. He said it was okay, but when you're not used to it, it's, a little different. Oh, and they have a kids areas, and they're not just for kids, because I went there multiple times because they had certain foods that I wanted, like a macaroni and cheese. But this is, I think, more of a breakfast one, so they've got like an egg bake right there. They have like the bread with the egg in the center of it. And then you go over to the little section over here, and they had different sorts of scrambled eggs with different meats or just vegetables, plain scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, some fried eggs, and egg whites. Here's some more of the fresh fruit that they show you. Oh, and here's some desserts. So this must have been at more of a lunch dinner hour, because they don't really offer these beautiful desserts at breakfast time. So, but look at how wonderful they look. I could never do anything like this, but I ate my share of them. So don't worry. I ate, and their cheesecake was actually more to die for. Here's another kids area. I think this is more at a lunchtime now. So they do offer lots of assorted foods for, picky kids. And as you see, this gentleman here, he's not a kid, and he's getting, I believe, macaroni and cheese. And they have assorted sweets as well, other than just those beautiful ones that you've seen, little decadent ones. I did have this one, I believe, and alongside chocolate, like a brownie cake. And it was very good, actually. And then you have your meats and your cheeses if you want to. Now, like I said, they have assorted breads and buns throughout both the morning and in the lunch and dinner hours. Here's some toppings that you can put on your salads. Now, their lettuce, they do not chop down. It's whole like this. So be prepared for that if you ever do go. And then you have an assortment of different things to put on them. And my family did eat a lot of the lettuce salads. Here's some mixed salads. I never tried any of them just because I didn't want to. Um, that strawberry one though looked really good. Oh my goodness, look at, here's more desserts. They're just so beautiful. How can I not show them? I mean, it's like you're in a 5-star restaurant walking around. And this is the buffets. And, yes, you do have to cut your own, but they do have the utensils for you to do it. And then here's just a quick view of the seating in the La Hacienda and the Mirador. I think this is the Mirador right here. That first one was the La Hacienda. And it's not as busy right now, but it always seemed like every time I got up to go get food, there was always so many people, and the noise was quite a bit for me for videoing. So that's why I took it out. So now here we are. We're at the buffet at the beach resort. Breakfast, and then we'll have dinner. And there's their donut wall there. And then here they do offer something different. You can make your own paninis. They have pre-made ones right there that you can use to put into the press. Or you can go and get some rolls over in the bread area. Oh, they had some right there. Sorry about that. And then you have your different meats. And I believe that might have been like a mozzarella or a provolone cheese. I never had any of the paninis. They had some fresh vegetables here that they were offering to the people if they wanted to eat them. They weren't just for decoration. And then again, always lots of fruit. And they also had yogurts as well. They had different kinds of yogurts. And you'll see a little bit down this, that they'll have toppings for yogurts. Here's a bread area for that area because it was more of breakfast time. And they do have the toasters there so that you can toast your breads. Some days they offered bagels, and then some days they didn't. They offered, whole wheat and white and that sort of thing. Here's a little coffee area in their area if you want to grab your own coffee. Otherwise, the staff there was more than happy and willing to get you your beverages and all that. And they always come back to check on you. Here's that yogurt, different types of yogurts that you can choose from. And then alongside of it are different toppings that you can put on your yogurts. As you can see here, looks like a lot of fruits in that. Then I walk around and I'm just, walking around showing the different foods that they're offering here. Here's some meat and cheese. And I suppose so you can, make a sandwich. Here's another coffee area in that same buffet. Then I walk around, and this is where you can get, this was more like lunchtime too, so they offered 2 different types of soups there as well. And I don't remember what was in this area here. I apologize. But I scan over, and this is their kids' area. So this was more later, closer to lunch, so it was pretty much polished off as far as their breakfast items. But I walk all the way down past here, and this is one of their omelet stations that they have. I believe they have possibly 2 in this area. Yes, there's 2. So what you do is you just get your, you either get your items that you want and put it into a bowl and hand it to them, or you point out what you want in your omelet and they will make it to order. That was very popular. Like I said, I never got any omelets, but my family did. Here's some sweetbreads here with different assortment of toppings. I didn't span out to see what it was, but I think there was like caramels and peanut butter and some kind of vanilla sauces, that sort of thing. And then here you can see, I was waiting to find one of these because I had seen it on another video. And this is like a whole honey cone type thing, and they put it into this unit and it slowly drips fresh honey for you. Now, it doesn't look very appealing there. I apologize. There was high humidity in that day. But as you can see, there's fresh honey for you to put on anything that you want fresh honey on, like your yogurt or a fresh sweetbread or any of that. Here's a pizza oven. They didn't really have much for pizza that day. I'm not quite sure what was sitting right there, but they did have like these little, like a French bread pizzas that they had made with different cheeses on them. And then here's some pre-made eggs over in this area, scrambled, some Mexican style eggs. Here's their cereal section, and they also offer chocolate milk as well. You can either get it in the box or you can get it whole like that machine had shown. Lots of more fresh fruits that you can choose from. Here's some fresh juices that they make, and they have a tangerine at this day. They had watermelon juice, they had honeydew and papaya juice here that day. And then I scanned over to the other machine here, and I believe they had grapefruit and apple juice, and I don't know what the third one was there. Maybe grapefruit? No, it's some kind of a green juice. Anyway, so then that same buffet, we popped in for a supper night. So this is what they were offering for supper. So we came in and they offered a little bit of sweets in the very beginning. They also had, I believe that was possibly some Mexican coffee. And again, all these wonderful fresh fruits, grapefruit, pineapple, papaya, melons, watermelons, mango, always fresh fruit to choose from. And here I am going to be walking by my husband here. But this night they were offering, it was like a seafood night. Now they didn't have any lobster at all because it was not in season. But they did have an assortment of all this other beautiful food here. So that's it for the tours of the buffets at the Barcelo Maya Grand Resorts. I'm leaving you with beautiful artwork that was located over near the beach resort. My husband and I hopped on the double-decker bus to make it back to our resort. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me and watching our great adventure with my whole family to Cancun, Mexico. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I want you folks to make it a great day.